Hey there, it's gone, girl. I just came on to wish you guys a happy new year. I know I'm a little late, but I was very well at New Year's. I was great at Christmas. I had a wonderful time at my daughter's with the grandkids and the dog that I hadn't met yet. It was so cute. Um, well, for me, I went to see a specialist yesterday, and it's funny, once you start working with doctors, you tend to see more doctors and more doctors and more doctors. I think that's why I never actually went to doctors very much because every time you go, they find something. It's like a make work project. I think probably not true, but that's how I feel. I feel like one doctor says, "Okay, I'll do this," and send you to the next one. I'll do this and this. Everybody's got a little piece of you every 2 minutes, but I was a little bit surprised because I was under the impression that everything was good to go and everything was going to be fine and stuff. But maybe my listening skills were a little bit lax. Maybe I heard what I wanted to hear. Um, but I was told yesterday that the cancer I had was very invasive and it was a lot more complicated than what I expected it to be. Um, Go figure. I found out that even though his throat has been is healing nicely, this incision here, but it's too tight and my voice comes on and off, and sometimes I have a voice, sometimes I don't have a voice. It just depends. Now, I was under the impression I was still healing because this stuff is still numb. There's no feeling. I could probably stick a knife through here and I wouldn't even feel it. Um, but the problem that I found out yesterday is no, the feeling isn't coming back, and no, the tightness is going to stay. There's a lot of nerve damage and everything from this surgery. But I was, of course, I've been eternal optimist sometimes, and I was thinking any day now it's going to get better. I'll just suffer another day, and then tomorrow it's going to be better, and it's going to get better. And I should have known my surgery is in July, and we're now in January. But when it comes to surgeries, I'm the eternal optimist. I always have been when it comes to that. I usually heal very quickly. So I couldn't understand why the healing was taking so long. But this doctor, he was so nice. He's such a nice doctor. Thank goodness. I gotta see him every 3 months. Um, but he was very nice. But I don't think he realized that all I knew was the cancer was stage 4. I didn't know anything beyond that. But it did metastasize up my neck here and towards the back of my neck. Um, they couldn't get it all out. See, I thought I was cured. I had the scan and I thought, but the scan was for something different than what I thought it was for. Again, lost in translation, but again, because I figured I'm good. Everything's good. I can do this. This is, I'll be back to normal, well, so-called normal in no time. But no, there's still cancer cells in my body. They're going to keep a close eye on it. Um, but to be honest, I'm still, even though the prognosis is crappy, I still have to be so thankful and so grateful because when the surgery was done here, where most of the tumors were here, except for the metastasis that was here, like across here, um, I really was supposed to have a tracheotomy. They weren't sure they were going to be able to save that part. Sorry, that part of me. Um, Now I understand why because of the spread of the cancer. So God was good. I, I may have a crappy voice now, and it comes and goes, and blah blah blah. But I don't have a tracheotomy, so hey, that is the greatest part. I was terrified of that part, so I can't really complain, even though I like to complain sometimes. But I have to also say that I am so grateful that I live by myself now. I've been living by myself now since March. Um, I love it. The only sad part is my dog had to be rehomed because of the cancer and going to hospitals, and I didn't have anyone to look. Jessie couldn't look after the dog. She has enough on her plate with her dog and her kids and stuff like that. So I had to do what was best for Freddie, even though I miss him every day. Oh my goodness. I can't tell you how much I miss that little rugrat. But again, I had to do what was best for him because he was very neurotic and that's a good thing. So when he got used to the babysitter, that had to be there for 2, 3 months, and he had a backyard. I live in an apartment. He had the dog park down the street. I had to do what was best for him because he wasn't very good at transitioning and stuff, and he was such a good dog that I couldn't keep traumatizing him, passing him back and forth. And when I was doing radiation and I was nucleated, I couldn't have him here. Um, they said no kids or small dogs or people. Even my house cleaner, one of my best friends, she's my house cleaner, and she actually does more than that. She comes and visits all the time, and she comes a long way. Like, I mean, where she lives and I live is a good hour and a half away, um, to get to me. But she does come quite a few days a week and stuff. And I hate calling her my house cleaner. It just seems so tacky, but I don't know how else to put it. That's how she views but we have two separate relationships. We have our friendship and we have the job that she does, but they're two totally separate. Um, but I am so grateful to her because without her, for one, she helps me with my house stuff and my laundry and all that stuff. And it's it's just nice. I don't feel so alone type of thing. You know what I mean? Because the quiet can be deafening sometimes. Uh, but that's just the way life is. You know, I'm not young anymore. I realize that I'm actually older than I feel. You know, I always said age is just a number, but you know what? When that number gets higher and higher, you go, "Oh my God, my mom is 90." Like, and she's so cute. She came when I had my surgery. She came to look after me, a 90-year-old. So I don't know who was looking after who, and Terry got stuck with both of us. But I talked to her yesterday, and she goes, "Well, I'm planning my trip to come see you because she lives in the West Coast. I live in the East Coast." And so she's all the way across the country, but she's 90 years old, planning her trip to come see me again. And I think that's awesome. Um, but I just thought I'd come in, wish you a happy new year. I know the streets are on fire all the time here on YouTube, but I try to stay out of most of it. I listen to a lot, but I don't comment a lot. And in fact, I'm not speaking in comment, sorry, in live streams because I can't see. Sorry, that was one of my age-old things. I cannot see the writing when people are talking. And I type in capitals for that reason too, only so I can see what I'm saying. So if I don't respond to you guys in live streams and stuff, it's not intentional. It's because I'm not seeing you. I can't see what you're writing. And even if you highlight me, I can't, unless you type in capitals, I can't really make it out. Um, so there's that. So have a wonderful new year. I hope everybody has some peace in their life, has the new year things and health and hopefully you won't struggle as much this year as everybody struggles from year to year. Um, I hope the sun shines no matter where you are because it comes from the inside out. Be good to each other. Be kind to each other. Hug your kids. This is Gone Girl. She's gone.